Hey there, everyone. It's the weekend, and like everyone else, you must be wondering what's so special about this solar eclipse, right? First of all, we have to know what a solar eclipse is, and what types there are, and just how different they are from lunar or solar eclipses. My name is Sudhamsh, and I'm a bachelor's student majoring in physics, and I'm 18 years old. And let's jump right in. There are three types of solar eclipses: partial, total, and annular. As for lunar eclipses, there are also three types, but instead of an annular, we have a penumbral lunar eclipse. For now, we focus on solar eclipses. You see, many people confuse the placement of our planet, the sun, and the moon in solar or lunar eclipses. Take a look at this picture. Can you tell which eclipse is which just by looking at it? Think about it for a second, and then I'll tell you. You see, the top image is a solar eclipse, and the bottom image is a lunar eclipse. How do I know that? Look at the position of the moon in these pictures. Notice how it's the only difference between solar and lunar eclipses? Yes, the position of the moon ultimately defines if it's a solar or even a lunar eclipse, like such. Also, did you know that the moon appears red in lunar eclipses because light is refracted from Earth? Anyway, in order for a total solar eclipse to take place, three things must happen. 1. It must be a perigee. 2. It must be a new moon. 3. It must be in a perfect alignment. Perigee means when the moon is closest to Earth, so it's able to entirely cover the outer area of the sun. And the moon must be near the orbital plane of the Earth, so a straight line forms between these three celestial objects, giving a perfect alignment. And of course, it must be a new moon as well. But in an annular solar eclipse, which is also known as a ring of fire, the moon is so far away from the Earth it's unable to cover the entire sun, ultimately resulting in, you guessed it, a ring of fire. What you might not have known is that this is the first time of this decade that an annular eclipse took place. The only other time it will happen is 2039, and that's the last time of this entire decade that we'll see this. Of course, we must be careful and enthusiastic to look at eclipses. So always wear protective gear like eclipse glasses or solar filters or even pinhole projectors, which are great to look at them. However, this year it will only be visible to certain parts of the planet. Most of the northeastern hemisphere is able to witness this, but even most of them only see a tiny glimpse, lasting only a minute. Also, we had two lunar eclipses this year. The last one was on June 5th, and another one before that was in January. And we have two more left this year, coming up in July and November. Be sure to look out for them then. And if you're waiting for a total solar eclipse, there is one at the end of this year, but it's only visible in much of South America and Southern Africa and Antarctica. So if you're out there, be sure to witness it. Thank you for watching this video, and if you learned something, be sure to leave a like and subscribe and share. See you next time.